Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Today, I want to first thank all of you who responded to pray for the pastors in India and joined our India pastors prayer team, and just trust the Lord will use you to, in a powerful way through your prayers, make an eternal difference in the lives of many, many precious souls in that land of literally 1.4 billion people. God bless you as you pray. Now, today we are going to start a new book. We finished the book of Luke, and today we're going to look at the book of Ephesians and be looking at it for the next several months. I love the book of Ephesians. I love it because I believe it gives us the essence of what it really is to live out our Christian faith. The reason many people give for not becoming a Christian is because they meet a so-called Christian who is not living out their Christian faith. And so I believe that this is a powerful book to give us some foundations in our Christian walk that we might truly live a life that pleases God and gives us the greatest fulfillment as we participate in His body life. Now, as we look at this book, I couldn't help but think and go back to the book of Hosea. In the book of Hosea, God used this prophet to write to the people there, and he said several things here. In chapter 4, verse 1, he said, "Hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel, for the Lord brings a charge against the inhabitants of the land. There is no truth or mercy or knowledge of God in the land." And then in chapter 4, verse 6, he says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I'll also reject you from being priest for me. Because you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children." In Hosea chapter 6, verse 3, let us know. Did you get that? Let us know. Let us pursue the knowledge of the Lord. His going forth is established in the morning. He will come to us like rain, like the latter and former rain to the earth. And then chapter 6, verse 6, for I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. Well, my friend, today we're given the reason, the purpose for studying the book of Ephesians, the spiritual reason. I believe that the Lord has led me to make this our next biblical study. In Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18, Paul said, I'm praying several things, but he says that the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, and here is he saying, here's my prayer, here's what he's writing this book about. He says that you may know what is the hope of his calling. Number one. Number two, what are the riches of the glory of the inheritance in the saints? And three, what is the exceeding greatness of his power toward us who believe according to the working of his mighty power? As we look at this book over the next few months, I've outlined the whole book by looking at each chapter in essence of looking at Jesus, keeping focused on Jesus. He is the center. He is what our Christian life is all about. Matter of fact, a repeated phrase in this book, and especially the first couple chapters, is in Christ, in Christ, in Christ, in Him, in Christ. We do not know our position in Christ. And the first three chapters have to do with our position in Christ. The last three chapters is how to live out practically what we know about our position in Christ. And so chapter 1 is knowing Jesus, knowing Jesus. Chapter 2 is living Jesus. Chapter 3 is loving Jesus. And then the last three chapters, the practical chapters, are talking Jesus. Chapter 4, chapter 5, walking Jesus. And then finally, chapter 6, standing with Jesus. We stand in Him and we overcome the wiles of the evil one. Well, God bless you today. I trust that you'll get your pen out, you'll get your heart out, so to speak. You'll start reading through this book, and we'll do a historical, biblical background to this book tomorrow. But today, just to get us started, Think on these things. Are you being destroyed for lack of knowledge of who you are in Christ? And I trust today God will speak to your heart to love Him, to know Him, to live for Him, and to make a difference in this crazy world in which we live for eternity. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.